G'day mates. Welcome back to our adventure of the top 50 must-see spots in South Australia. We're knee-deep in this epic adventure, exploring the best this fine state has to offer. This is part 3 of our 10-part series. And let me tell you, whittling it down to just 50 was tougher than a 3-day-old Vegemite Sangha. But today, we're diving into numbers 11 to 15. And believe me, these spots are absolute crackers. So grab your sunnies, slap on some sunscreen, and let's get started. Alright, first up, we're heading over to the Eyre Peninsula. And honestly, if this place doesn't scream Australian paradise, I don't know what does. Picture this: rugged cliffs plunging into crystal clear water, beaches that stretch on longer than a Boxing Day cricket match, and wildlife that'll make you say crikey, in the best way possible. We're talking swimming with playful sea lions, cage diving with great whites, if you're game, and watching majestic whales breach right before your eyes. And mate, don't even get me started on the seafood. Fresh oysters, juicy prawns, fish so good it practically melts in your mouth. You'll be rolling out of there happier than a seagull with a hot chip. Trust me, you'll want to pack your swimmers and your appetite for this one. Next up, we're cruising on into Port Augusta, the gateway to the real outback, where the red dirt meets the blue sea and the adventures are as vast as the landscape itself. Now, Port Augusta isn't just some dusty stopover, no siree. It's a destination in its own right. First off, you gotta check out the Wadlata Outback Center. It's like stepping back in time, with exhibits on everything from dinosaurs to Aboriginal culture. And for all you nature nerds out there, myself included, the Australian Arid Lands Botanic Garden is a must-see. Stroll through stunning gardens showcasing the unique flora of the outback, learn about bush tucker, and maybe even spot a thorny devil or two sunning themselves. Port Augusta, you've won our hearts and our stomachs with those legendary meat pies. Alright, now it's time to swap the hiking boots for some comfy shoes, or maybe just stay barefoot, we don't judge. Because we're off to McLaren Vale, the heartland of South Australian wine country. This place is like a postcard come to life, with rolling vineyards, charming cellar doors, and wines that'll make you want to sing from the rooftops. But it's not just about the grapes, folks. McLaren Vale is also a foodie's paradise, with local produce markets overflowing with fresh fruit, artisanal cheeses, and baked goods that'll make your taste buds do a happy dance. Soak up the sunshine, enjoy a long lunch overlooking the vines, and maybe even try your hand at a spot of grape stomping. Just don't blame me if you wake up with purple feet. Next up, we're off on a winding adventure through the Adelaide Hills, a region that's as picturesque as it is charming. Imagine this: quaint villages nestled amongst rolling hills, forests bursting with eucalyptus trees, and vineyards clinging to the slopes as far as the eye can see. Now, if you're anything like me, you love a good market, and the Adelaide Hills does not disappoint. Browse local crafts, sample delicious treats, and soak up the lively atmosphere. And for those after a bit of adventure, there are plenty of hiking trails winding through the hills, offering breathtaking views at every turn. Trust me, a visit to the Adelaide Hills is like stepping into a fairy tale, minus the wicked stepmother, hopefully. Last but not least, we're finishing our adventure in the historic seaside town of Victor Harbour, a place where you can practically smell the salt air and feel the history beneath your feet. Take a stroll along the Granite Island Causeway, keeping an eye out for the resident ferry penguins, or hop aboard the iconic horse-drawn tram for a nostalgic journey back in time. And for the best view in town, climb to the top of Granite Island. You'll be rewarded with panoramic vistas of the coastline that'll take your breath away. Victor Harbour is the perfect spot to end our journey, a charming blend of history, nature, and good old-fashioned seaside fun. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We've explored some absolute rippers today, from the rugged beauty of the Eyre Peninsula to the charming villages of the Adelaide Hills. South Australia You've stolen our hearts yet again. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing spots in South Australia. We've got a whole lot more adventure up our sleeves. Catch you in the next part of our adventure.